Well, we have a huge Arteta summer budget boost, guys, and it's really something important that every Arsenal fan needs to know about it, because you've been worrying about why Arsenal wants to really make a very huge exodus out of the club and then get in many players that are really expensive. We now know the reason as to why Mikel Arteta is looking to offload close to 14 players out of the team of Arsenal and then jet in close to 6 or 7. Welcome to this channel. It's the Arsenal News Show. Remember, the previous two videos have been all about the football or the transfer news show. Now we are into the Arsenal News Show, 100% doing Arsenal news. We are talking Cedric Soares. He doesn't want to leave Arsenal. He wants to come back and fight for his position. That's what Cedric Soares is going to hate relate Arsenal, and the person bringing us this story is an Arsenal correspondent for the Evening Standard. And lastly, I want to bring you the amount of money that Arsenal is going to hate to make after finishing second into the Premier League table. That's it. Welcome to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's see close to 200 likes smash on this video, and let's start it off like this. There is an Arsenal writer who writes for the Football London known as Josh Holland. He has gone ahead and told us that I think Arsenal will see anywhere around 200 to 250 million pounds minus any sales. Kroenke is aware of the window of opportunity for Arsenal, and Arteta hasn't hidden away from his desire to upgrade his squad. He recently called the window crucial, so we will see. Now, we've always been talking about 200 million pounds for Arsenal to spend. Now, this close journalist to Arsenal who writes for the Football London, especially about Arsenal, has gone ahead and told us that it can even hit 250 million pounds. What a budget boost. If at all you know what Arsenal really needs, as Arsenal has been linked to very many players, and the players have been linked to cost close to 300 million pounds. Everyone was asking himself, where is Arsenal going to get the 300 million pounds? And here is the story that Kroenke is willing to spend 250 million pounds, right? And the mathematics is just simple. Why? Arsenal are willing to spend 100 million pounds onto Mokalo Modric in the January transfer window. The same Arsenal was willing to spend 70 million pounds onto Moise Caicedo. That is 170 million pounds. Now, out of the 170 million pounds, Arsenal only spent close to 60 million pounds. 27 million pounds on Leandro Trossard, 12 on Jorginho, that is 39, and 21 onto Jakub Kiwior. That tallies up to 60 million pounds, meaning that Arsenal still have 110 million pounds to spend. 110 million pounds they had to spend in the January transfer window, and they are going to transfer it to this summer transfer window, meaning that if Arsenal have a budget of 150 million pounds to spend this summer, then they are going to add on 110 million pounds. That is 260 million pounds. And I want to be on record, minus sales, money coming in from sales. If you are talking about sales, Arsenal has been linked to selling out 14 players. 14 players are going to really leave Arsenal. And if I told you to sum out just 7 out of these, Arsenal can really collect another 150 million pounds. I've been audible on this channel that Arsenal can get 50 million pounds from Balogun. They can get 40 from Kientieni. That is 90. They can get 10 from Cedric Soares. That is 100 million pounds. Calum Chambers, they can get like 20, that is 120 million pounds. They can get they are going to get 15 million pounds from Granit Xhaka. Add on the 6 they're going to get from the sale of Pablo Mari, that is close to 140 million pounds. So Arsenal can really collect a lot of money from sales, and they're here having close to 250 million pounds to spend, meaning that if Arsenal sell close to 7 players out of that club, they are going to find themselves having close to 400 million pounds to spend. That's it. And I just understand it right now that Arsenal is really having a very good backup plan to come out and really want to sign Caicedo, Mason Mount, and Declan Rice. I was asking myself, where is Arsenal going to get close to 300 million pounds to come in and spend it onto 5 or 6 players that Mikel Arteta needs to really reinforce his squad. Because Declan Rice, £100 million, Moise Caicedo, £80 million, Mason Mount, £50 million. You know, only 3 players coming to Arsenal are going to cost Arsenal £230 million. You know, they have to sign in a right back. If at all it's Cancelo, £60 million, that is already £300 million. Then they have to bring in a right attacking midfielder. If at all they go in for Moussa Diaby, that is £50 million, £350 million, plus a right-sided centre-back. That's it. Arsenal, to get in 5 quality players, they need £400 million. And when you really add up the calculations, it looks like Arsenal is just into the ilk of collecting that money after we've gotten a very huge story coming in from an Arsenal writer on Football London that Stan Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal, is willing to spend £250 million cash on this January on the summer transfer window. Then he's willing to come all out and really let Arteta add on the amount of money that is going to spend on the sales of players. And other players that have been hinted about leaving, there is this player called what's his name? Emily Smith Rowe is another one that's really gonna hate to hit me hard that they want to sell him, but I have to first confirm that. To see to it that everything really goes on as planned for the team of Arsenal. But the biggest story is that there is a budget boost of the summer. How many million pounds expected? From 200 to 250 million pounds. That's what a man that owns Arsenal, that is Kroenke, is willing to give Arsenal to go on and spend in the summer transfer window. And that is a very huge boost. If at all you know what money is all about, even if you're having a good manager and you're not having money, everything will go on and flow out in vain. But if at all you're having a good manager, a good technical board, you know, sporting director, scouts, then you'll find yourselves in a situation of obviously getting the best out of that money, like you see City is doing. They're really doing a fantastic job, and Mikel Arteta has been trusted by the board of Arsenal because most of the players going ahead to bring in have gone ahead to hit the ground running. Let's do some bit of Cedric Soares. Now, Cedric Soares wants to stay at Arsenal and fight for his place next season. Cedric Soares has 1 year remaining on his contract, which is worth £100,000 a week, but the injury to Takehiro Tomiyasu could lead to an opportunity in the preseason. And that is something that you don't expect Mikel Arteta to be doing. I made this story coming in from the Arsenal correspondent for the Evening Standard, known as Simon Collins. It's an anticipation that has the probability of being right at like 40%. 60%, I think this story doesn't make sense to me. Why? Cedric Soares was loaned because he's not worth the quality of Arsenal. If he was really worth the quality of Arsenal, Arteta would have kept him around. That's it. He would have gone ahead to keep him around because at any time, he would have gone ahead to anticipate an injury of William Saliba, and then Ben White would have gone ahead to find himself switched into the position of the right side of the central defense, and obviously find himself doing the needful for Arsenal. But because his quality is not yet onto that level, that's why the manager, known as Mikel Arteta, decided to loan him to Fulham. That's it. And I don't see him returning to Arsenal. Arsenal really want to elevate from players like Cedric Soares to players that can come in and obviously take Arsenal to the real party and obviously win trophies, because now Arteta is in the Champions League. He can sign in every kind of player that he wants, and he has gone ahead to convince world-class players to come in, and it's all about elevating the Arsenal team, not to get in players like Cedric Soares to come in and do what at Arsenal, for God's sake. I don't really find this possible. If at all it happens, I'm going to be surprised, because with Arteta having a huge chunk of money to spend, close to £300 million to spend, I think has to sign a right back. To show you that he's not interested in really getting this player back, he went in for Franzneda, Valderridi, and he can find himself at Arsenal next season. Secondly, Arsenal want to reduce the wage bill of the team, and when you look at Cedric Soares earning £100,000 a week, he's not worth it when he's not playing game in, game out. So they want to offload him. That's what I know. He's on the list of players that Arsenal want to offload, with the likes of Pepe, Nuno Tavares. So Arteta wants to bring in quality players that are really going to take the team to the next level. And obviously, that's why we're talking about Declan Rice, João Cancelo, which other quality player? Mason Mount. Arsenal is being linked to loads and lots of players that are really so much talented, and we would anticipate lots of things to come in through and obviously play a team into the positivity that we really deserve, that the team of Arsenal deserves in there for you. So that's it for Cedric Soares. I really don't anticipate them coming in through the midfield, obviously gate where they're supposed to be. Now, Chris Whitley, he was once an Arsenal correspondent for the Football London, but now he writes for the Nat World Pub. Has gone ahead and really told us the following: that Arsenal have earned £159.8 million in prize money for finishing second in the Premier League. This is based on Liverpool earning the same amount for finishing second last season. So this is just being anticipated by this journalist, but I think a lot more is going to be really offered by a side of Arsenal this season, because when you look at Liverpool, it's not being watched more around the world like Arsenal is. I believe that Arsenal has more money coming in from broadcasting rights than Liverpool. So I think let's wait for the official figures coming in from the Premier League to let us know exactly what Arsenal have gone ahead to really earn as a team, because I believe it's more than this. I believe it's going to be more than this, and they have to earn more than Liverpool because their broadcasting rights are really huge, and no one can really stop them from obviously really earning the amount of money that they deserve as a team of Arsenal. So that is Arsenal for you, getting in huge monies, and these monies are really going to help Arsenal, to help them really spend huge in the summer and really reinforce their squad. And good to hear that. So that's what I had for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Right now, I'm watching the game of Manchester United versus Chelsea. It's 2-0. I think Arsenal fans all over the world are happy because anything bad that happens to Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal celebrates it because these are their huge their rivals in London. So that's what you're watching right now. United is leading by 2-0. Martial scored the second goal and Casemiro put United ahead. So tell me your thoughts about huge Arteta summer budget boost in there for you, and what are your thoughts about Cedric Soares promising that he's willing to return to Arsenal and really fight for his position? Then what do you think about the amount of money that is rumored Arsenal is going to be earning from this transfer window, from this season? I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.